Okay, so once we've gotten to the top of our backswing and we felt like everything's in sync, we haven't rushed our lower body turn and left the upper body behind and left the club behind, we can start making the rest of our way into impact. And I just really want to briefly go over what it feels like at impact in the square-to-square swing when you get to impact with all the alignments intact. And the difference that we have when we look at most amateurs and we look at most professionals is that professionals tend to have their body really turning through impact. And amateurs tend to have their body kind of stopping, slowing down, and then the club flipping by. So for us to engage and take everything that we worked on to get to the top of our backswing and through the transition, for us to get through to impact properly, we actually have to really be aggressive with our lower body and our upper body through impact. And that's a really good thing. I had a clinic recently where I had a guy who was in a great position at the top of his backswing, really square club face, and as he came through, he kind of slowed down and flipped through impact, and every shot was going left. And he was kind of like, well, I'm doing everything right, why are they still going left? And I said, well, let's look at some pictures of tour players at impact, and let's look at where you are at impact. And when he saw that the body on a tour player is really open, it's really opening, the lower body looks really engaged, the left shoulder is really firing through and up through the shot, he kind of got it. He saw that that's what tour players are doing. And then we looked at his video and we saw that he didn't have very much of that, and it made a lot of sense. Once the club face is square to the arc, you really do have to fire really, really aggressively through the shot with your body. And that's just to get the ball to go straight, you have to do that. But so as you do that, you're actually increasing your club head speed and your force through impact. So those two things, that's why tour players, one of the reasons why tour players hit it so far, but it's another one of the reasons, it's the reason they have to be so aggressive with their body is because the club face is square to the arc, and if they slow down and stop with their body, they're going to hit a massive hook to the left. So what it feels like coming into impact when we've got this square club face and our body's all in sync and lined up, we really need to feel like our lower body and upper body are turning through together. The lead shoulder, the left shoulder for a right-handed player, is really going up through the hit, and the lower body is kind of straightening up and turning through the shot, and we really feel a lot of force, kind of, if our shoulders are the top part and our hips are the lower part, somewhere here in this middle section we feel a lot of turn, a lot of power, and a lot of force. And that driving is what keeps that club face online and really powers through the hit. So that's what it feels like at impact.